Welcome to your class on Maths 216, and
Yes.
we'll be looking at your computer component for now. So let me show you how we actually go about, uploading data to StatCrunch and all of that, right?
Hmm.
So are you familiar with StatCrunch? Have you tried logging in yet? And have you kind of tried to upload some data and everything?
Uploading was the problem.
Okay.
I
Okay.
I got a username password. I log in. I read up everything. It was too much.
Okay.
So
No worries. So let me do one thing. Let me actually have you share your screen. Okay. And then we'll try to do it on your computer itself. You can try doing it on your own and I can guide you. And then let's see how it works out. Yeah.
okay.
So
So
if you click on share screen, the middle button on your Zoom, it's a big green button, right? You can share your screen.
yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. So that is your screen. And now let's try to log into StatCrunch.
Okay.
So you can just Google search StatCrunch and it should give you the link.
Just Google is StatCrunch.
That's it. That's it. Yes.
Okay. Open another window. Log in.
That's it. Just StatCrunch. Yeah.
Okay.
Just StatCrunch. Yeah, the first one. Go to statcrunch.com and then you can say sign in on the top right corner. You see where it says sign in or register? Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have a username and a password.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So let's enter that and let's click on sign in.
Where's my password? I think. Okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yes,
and then you click on sign in. Perfect. So there we are, right? Now, the first step that we want to do is we want to upload our data. So we'll do assignment 1B as an example from your Maths 216 course, right? So let's go to the assignment question. Do you have a Word file with the question?
No.
Okay, let me send it to you really quick in the interest of time. Just give me 1 second.
You send an email, right?
Yeah. I'll send it via an email. Give me 1 second, please.
So that's the thing I'm so confused about.
Yeah. Don't worry. 1 second. Yeah, I've just sent it across. So you can just try refreshing your mailbox. Yeah, just click on refresh on the top left corner. There's a round arrow. Yeah, there you go. Should get it in 10 more seconds, perhaps.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. You have it, right? So you can just download that. Yeah, just open the email, download that Word file. Perfect.
Okay. Okay, so you want me to save it somewhere?
Yeah.
Let me save it on my,
Yeah, you can just say save. I think you already have it on your downloads folder. Just go to your downloads folder. No, you already have it. You already have it. Yeah.
Okay, so
you can just say enable editing here. Yep. And then you scroll all the way down. Yeah. Where you have assignment 1B starting. Yeah. Just scroll a little bit up.
Okay, 1B.
Up.
This is
further up. Further up. Yeah, yeah. So this is the table.
This one here. Okay.
Scroll further up, scroll further up. So this
Yeah.
is the table that you need to copy to an Excel file, right? So let's just click on the left. Okay, let me do it. 1 second. Can you give me control once?
Okay.
It should give you a prompt. Yeah, okay, perfect. So you need to just copy this table. So to copy any table, what you need to do is you need to click on this square, just click like
Mm-hmm.
this, and
Mm-hmm.
then just right click and say copy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just opening up an Excel file, right? So we will just paste the table in an Excel file, and then we'll upload that Excel to your StatCrunch. Make sense? Yeah,
Mm. Yeah, kind of.
perfect. So I'm just pasting it. So I just pressed Control V on my keyboard to just paste it. That's it, right?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then if we go back to your thing, I don't understand why there's an empty column here. Yeah,
Mhm.
we'll just do it again. So just clicking on this, copy, and then going to this Excel file, just right click again, and then we say paste.
Paste.
You can match destination formatting or you can keep source formatting, either way. So we'll
Okay.
keep the formatting as it is. We'll just drag this column a little bit so that all the columns look nice. And then we go back to
Mhm.
your Word file because the table has two parts, right? So there is also one part here. So we'll copy
So I
this
have,
part also, right?
right.
Right click, copy, and then go here. And we start the 8th row here, right? So we just
Yeah.
select this cell, right click, and you say
Paste.
paste. That's it.
So I
Make
have the
sense?
whole table. Yeah, I have the
You have the
whole
whole
table
table
there.
now. Perfect.
Yeah.
Right? And we'll just do a little bit of, just to make it look nice. You can avoid this step also, it's fine. It's just that you should have the data in a table like this.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
you should have all the column names in the first row.
Mm-hmm.
Make sense so far?
Yeah.
Right. Now let's see what the question is asking us to do, and we'll just go step by step. Okay.
Okay.
So let's read the question. Okay. You want to read this out loud?
Okay. Yes.
Starting
I'll start.
from here.
Yeah. W Rodeo is a world-renowned rodeo held annually in Western Kansas City. It
Hmm.
is a week-long event that provides a variety of rodeo special event, games, gift shops, a fast food outlet,
Yeah.
and its attendees. The rodeo is an advanced discount package and give the discount to the rodeo event and related to entertainment activity. The municipal government hosting the rodeo present the survey below to the people attending the rodeo. I know what that is. You
Okay.
know what it is?
Perfect.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you a little side note.
Okay.
It's Calgary Stampede.
Ah, okay. Okay. That's the Western Canadian city that they're referring to.
Yes, that's where I'm living.
Oh, wow. Brilliant. So you can relate to this problem, right? So we've chosen a good problem for you. So that's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. And then let's go ahead. Let's go to the next page and continue reading the question.
Please circle survey and fill the numerical number to apply to you. That
Mm-hmm.
apply to you below.
Yep.
What do I do?
So this is basically the survey, right? So they are just explaining the question. Okay. So the
Uh-huh.
rodeo, you are already aware what it does, and it says
Mm-hmm.
discount packages that gives event discounts on rodeo events and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And if you read the last line, it says the municipal government hosting the radio presented the survey below to people attending the rodeo,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Yeah. Yeah.
all of the people like Donna, right, and her
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
family and her friends, a lot of other people from Calgary when they were in the rodeo, this is the
Mm-hmm.
survey that was presented to them,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Yeah.
what are the questions that they're asking in the survey? The first is please indicate where you live. So you can either say you live in a rural area, in which
Mm-hmm.
case you respond by saying 1, and if you live in urban area, you respond by saying 2.
Okay.
Similarly, the next question is, do your family members or other people also attend all of these events and functions in the rodeo? So if your family does attend, you say 1 for yes. And if they don't attend, then you say no and you say 2. Make sense?
Yes,
Yeah.
but hold on.
Mhm.
Why is the number here and
It's
yeah, I
just
don't know how.
a code, right? So let me complete
Okay,
the
okay,
explanation and then you will understand at the end, right?
okay.
Don't worry about it. So, so because I want to save you time for the survey, as a
Mm-hmm,
researcher, I just tell you that if you live in a rural area, just write 1 on the form. Urban area,
mm-hmm,
write 2. So you don't have to write this entire thing. You just say 1 or 2. That's it,
mm-hmm,
right?
mm-hmm.
The third
Okay.
question says, did you purchase the Rodeo's advanced discount package? So if you did
Yeah.
purchase a discount, you say 1, and if not, then you say 2, and so on and
Mm-hmm,
so forth. There are multiple questions, right? So
mm-hmm.
fourth question says, which of the following is the most effective in attracting attention to the rodeo's various events and functions? So if you feel that newspaper promo is most effective, you say 1. If you feel radio promo is most effective, you say 2. If you feel TV is most effective, you say 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how do people generally come to know about the rodeo's events,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then uh, the fifth question says, how much do you and your family spend each day on rodeo related events? So then
Mm-hmm.
you put your spend in dollars. So let's say you
Mm-hmm.
spend like $200 a day or $100 a day or whatever. You put
Yeah.
that here. And
Mm-hmm.
then it says during rodeo week, how many rodeo related events, functions and activities do you or your family members attend to? So you put a
Mm-hmm.
number here, how many rodeo
Yeah.
events that you know, yeah, attend every week.
Okay.
You're asked about your monthly family income before tax, so you put that here, and then your
Mm-hmm.
age, you put that here, right? So when this question was asked to 25 regular attendees such as yourselves, this is how they responded, right? So
Ah.
the first step in solving any problem in statistics is to understand the data, right? If
Mm-hmm.
you understand the data, your job is half done. Make sense so
Okay.
far?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the first respondent, okay, that person said his or her home is category
Rural.
1,
Right.
right? So 1 is
Rural.
absolutely correct, right? So
Yeah.
this person lives in a rural area. I'll
Yeah.
just highlight this row so that we understand that we are talking
Mm-hmm.
about this one, right? So this
Right.
person lives in a rural area.
Mm-hmm.
Family is also 1. So let's see what 1 stands for. Just keep focusing on the screen for now.
Yeah.
So family says yes, which means
Mm.
other members of his family also attend.
Right.
Okay. Then the third one says discount is also a 1. So can you tell me what that means?
Discount to the package. Yes, they purchased the discount package.
Absolutely correct, right? So Donna and her
Yeah.
family did purchase the discount package, right? Do you purchase a discount package?
It's sometimes when everybody going, I do. I do.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
And then promo says 2. So what does promo mean? What does 2 mean?
The how does people know about it? So
Yeah. So what does Donna feel? Radio
two a
promo,
radio promo. Yeah.
right? So that's
Yeah.
what you feel. And then how much do you spend every week, every day? Sorry,
Yeah. Every day. Yes. So that's a
your spend is
350.
$350,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Then during rodeo week, how many rodeo related events or functions do you or your family members attend? So total number of events during the week, how many do you attend?
13.
13 events, right?
Yeah.
You might attend more or less, but this person definitely attended 13,
10, 13. Yeah.
right? Monthly family income, how many dollars?
7,400.
$7,400 a month.
400.
And then what is the person's age?
45.
45. So we understand the data well. Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
For the second person, will you be able to understand all of this on your own?
Oh, yes. Yes. It's the
Yeah.
same thing apply, but the numbers are
Perfect.
different. Yeah.
Absolutely. Right. So how
Okay.
many
Yeah.
people did we collect the data for in total?
25.
25.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Right. So what is the
Mhm.
first question saying? Create a StatCrunch data file called Rodeo, which contains the 25 customer responses to this survey, and do not include the first column, which is respondent number, in the StatCrunch data table. In
Mhm.
the file, you create these variables: home, family, discount, promo, spend, attend, income, and age. So let's go back to our Excel. So this column is what we don't have to include in the data. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So can I just delete this column?
Yeah.
So all I'm doing is I'm clicking here, left click on A.
Highlight.
I right click and I just select what?
Delete.
Delete. Got
Yeah.
rid of that column? Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. And then what are the variables that we have here? Home, family,
Home.
discount, promo,
It's
spend,
promo.
attend, income, age. And let's
Yes.
see if these same variables do we have here. Let's see. Home, family,
Home.
discount,
Family.
promo, spend, attend, income, and age. So do we already have those variables in our file?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. So let's save this Excel somewhere on the PC, and then I'll show you how to upload this to your StatCrunch, right? So I'm just saving it in your downloads folder and I'm calling it Rodeo.
Okay.
You can just move it anywhere you want. That does not matter
Yes.
because
Yeah.
we'll be completely working on the StatCrunch website from now on. So this Excel file does not matter after it's uploaded. Yeah,
Okay.
perfect.
Rodeo.
So
Okay.
we have saved it as Rodeo. And then let's go back to your StatCrunch. Can you take me to that sheet? I think this is the tab, right? You have it?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Now to upload data, you will click on My Data, right? And then you will click on Upload Dataset.
Okay.
Make sense? Don't worry about remembering things too much from this class because we'll always share a recording with you for this class, right? So you
Yeah.
can like pause, play, rewind like you do with the YouTube playlist. That will be added to your playlist. Okay.
Okay.
So we are uploading from my computer. Yes.
Yeah.
And we just click on Browse and then your downloads. And then this is your
Rodeo.
file. So it's uploaded. Make sense?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yes.
And then I just click on upload to complete the process, right? So it's uploaded now and we are able to see our StatCrunch here. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm not able to see the first row for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah. For some reason, I can't see that myself.
Okay. 1 second. Can we move this? Uh, 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 uh. Not sure why this is happening, but it's definitely happening.
I'll have to figure that out because I'm not seeing number one
It
too much.
generally shouldn't be this way because that first row is always visible. How do we get rid of this? 1 second. I make it smaller, I make it larger, but just not able to. Can we do something from here? Okay, 1 second. Because the way that I have access StatCrunch, I never face this issue.
Okay.
So I think let me, any which ways, let me show you on my screen. Okay. And then once you get this resolved, you can just do it on your PC as well. Let me share my screen with you 1 second. Yeah, let me know if you see the yellow flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Let me bring that up 1 second. So this is my StatCrunch, okay, and this is the Rodeo dataset, okay. So this is what it should look like when the thing gets resolved. right? So help should be on the top and you should be able to see all the columns here.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
So this is exactly the data: home, family, discount, promo,
Right.
spend, attend,
Right.
income, and age. Make sense?
Yeah.
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 Okay, perfect. So let me go to the first question and see what it says. Okay, so this is your questions, and we were here, right? So the first said, create a StatCrunch file called Rodeo, include all of these responses. Do not include the first column, create these variables, and so on. After
Right. Yeah.
entering all the survey data, save the data file as Rodeo in your My Data folder that we've done. Open a new word processing file, which is just a word file, which is like a file like this, right? And then what you do with the file, you have to just keep it open and keep pasting your answers here. So this is the solution file that was also mailed to you, right? So
Yeah.
similar file you have to create. That's it, right? So you can just submit the solution file for that, but you wanted to understand how it works. So I'm just showing you. So
Yes.
let's create a new word file just to show you a few things, right? So this is a blank word file for you. And then what does your instruction say? It says in this file, type the assignment title, which is assignment 1B.
B. Yeah.
So assignment 1B. And then what do you have to type next? You have to basically type in the line below, type problem 8A, right?
Okay.
So I'll just type 8A. I'm just showing you how to just, follow these instructions. So problem 8A, I can underline it. And then what does it say? Save this file as assignment 1B. Keep this file open as you proceed to the next step. Open the StatCrunch data file from your My Data folder in StatCrunch. Copy and paste all the variables, quantitative variables, and first 5 data values for each quantitative variable directly from the StatCrunch data file, right? So the quantitative variables are the ones which have numeric responses, right? Now, you can argue that, these variables, which is your other variables that you see there, right? One second. So the other variables that you see here, which is home, family, discount, and promo, these are also numeric, right? But are they actually numeric? Absolutely not. Because we have clearly said that one is nothing but representative of rural area. So the one does not have any meaning, right?
Right.
So it's a qualitative variable, right?
Yeah.
Similarly, your discount 1 says yes and 2 says no. But if you have a number here, how much do you and your family spend each day? So for example, $350 or $400, that has a meaning, right?
Yeah.
So, and your attendance, right? So how many events do you attend? What's your income? What's your age? So these four, spend, attend, income, and age, are my quantitative variables, which have a mathematical meaning to these numbers, right? These are qualitative variables, the first four.
Yes.
Make sense so far?
Yeah. Yeah.
So the question says, if I take you back to the question, it says, copy and paste all the quantitative variables and the first 5 data values for each variable directly from the table to your word processing file. So if I go to my rodeo.xlsx, all I will do is I'll just do first 5 rows, select them like this, and then on your keyboard, you will just press Control with C. So copy, right? Or you can just hover over edit here.
Yeah.
Press copy from here also. So
Yeah.
it will give you the same shortcut, Control plus C,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I pressed Control plus C and then I go back to my Word file and I just paste that here. Make sense?
Yes.
If I want to make it look beautiful, I'll remove that underline. Or if I want, I can also add it as a table.
Okay.
Make sense? Yeah?
Yes. Yes.
Perfect. So this is your answer to the first problem. If you want to make it look like a table, all you have to do is you can just paste it on an Excel sheet. So this is a blank Excel. Okay. You first paste this here. You do some, formatting to make it look good. And then you can put all your borders here, copy it. And then instead of this, you can paste this as the answer. So if you prefer this way, you can also do it this way. It looks better, right?
Okay.
So that's our first problem. Just uploading the data file, copying all the quantitative variables that you see here, the first 5 rows, and then just pasting it onto the solution sheet. Make sense?
Yeah.
Are you with me?
Yeah, I am.
Perfect. Any questions up until this point? Is it looking simpler
No,
now?
that's yeah, that I understand that.
Perfect. So let's look at the second part of this question. It says, open this file, which you created in 8A, recode each qualitative variable based on the table below. After you have recoded the variables, resave this file under the same name. Okay. So why are we recoding? It says before you analyze these qualitative variables in the survey, it will be useful to recode the responses for these variables to recognizable text descriptions. For example, for home responses, recode 1 to rural and 2 to urban in a new column called recode home. Okay. So basically what we are trying to say is very simple. Don't look as confused as you are looking right now. Don't worry about it. Okay. So while I gave you options in the survey to fill out 1 and 2, just to make it very short and sweet for you, you don't have to write this entire thing out. What I would want now is for my table to actually have rural area and urban area instead of 1 and 2. So it makes the whole thing more intuitive, right? I know what these mean in each of these variables. So I will, instead of these 1 and 2s, I now want StatCrunch to give me rural, urban, all of that. Family, it should give me yes, no. A discount package, it should give me yes, no. Promo, it should give me newspaper, radio, TV, instead of all of these numbers, right? So how do we recode? So recoding is very simple. This is the table that you have to use for recoding. If you look at it, it's nothing but the same thing that we just saw, right? So 1
Right.
stands for rural, 2 stands for urban, and family, yes, no, and so on. Make sense?
Yes.
Perfect. So we have to copy and paste all of these recoded variables along with the first 5 data values from the StatCrunch data table to your word processing file.
So this piece you are gonna copy and paste.
No. Just look at it, how I'm doing it, right? So I will get StatCrunch to interpret these and change these itself. I'll not do any copy pasting.
Okay.
So you need, instead of 1, you need, what was that? Rural,
Or
and instead of 2,
rural,
you need urban, right?
urban, yeah.
So I will go to data from the top. I will select this option, recode.
Recode.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll click on recode. I'll select which column do I want to recode. So let's say home.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just clicked on home, selected home, and then do I want it to create a new column with the recoded values? Absolutely. That is what I wanted to do. So I will select create new column option here, and I will say compute. Now it will ask me what should be my recoded value when the original values were 1 and 2. So now we go back to this table. The original one was 1. What should be the new value?
Rural.
Rural. So I'll just say rural here. And for 2, what should be the new value?
Urban.
Urban. So I'm telling StatCrunch in the column home, whatever you see as 1, replace it with rural. Whatever you see as 2, replace it with urban. Does that make sense so far?
Yes.
And what I click on? Compute. The moment I do that, it adds a new column very beautifully, as you see here. And it has changed this 1 to rural, 1 to rural, 2 to urban, and so on. Make sense?
Yeah.
So if I ask you, can you recode the next column, family, for me? Just click on family. And then what do I do? You tell me.
Option.
Yeah.
Create new column.
Create new column. And then?
Yeah. Compute.
Compute. And then?
And
for family 1, what do we enter?
Yes. And family 2, no. No, compute.
Perfect. So we have recoded family also.
Right.
Make sense?
Yeah.
And in StatCrunch, every time you do an operation, you generate some data or you generate a graph, it will show up like a pop-up window like this. And it will give you certain options here. So you can just edit anything that you want, or
Right.
you can just save this file, copy it, and so on. Okay.
Okay. So every time I do this, I save what I
Yeah.
see.
You can save it, or
Okay.
you can save it later also. If you want, you can just
Okay.
click save and it saves the file. That's it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's it. Okay. And
Right.
I'm just closing this window. So
Mhm.
we will recode the other two columns, discount and promo, real quick. Yeah.
Okay.
So discount,
E-
create new
Um,
column,
right.
compute, and then
Compute. Yes and no.
yes and no. Perfect.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
yes, no,
no. Compute.
compute. Right. So recode discount is also done. Yeah.
I'm getting a hang of it.
Perfect. Perfect. That's what I like to hear. And then
Okay.
data, recode. Now the last one is
Recode.
interesting. Promo, and then
Promo.
create new columns, compute.
Yeah.
Now there are three values here. That's why it is
Yeah. It was TV, radio, paper, newspaper.
right. So exactly we'll use the wordings from the question
Yeah.
itself. Right. So we need to be
Newspaper,
careful. Newspaper,
radio,
radio,
TV.
TV.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah.
Compute.
Click on compute, and then it
Right.
adds another column here.
Good.
Make sense?
Yeah. What I
Yeah.
do with all that now?
Perfect. 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 Yeah. So that is exactly the kind of expression that I always like to see when
Yes.
people are happy and they are able to
Okay.
understand maths and quants very easily, right?
Mhm.
So we have the original data, which is all of these columns,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
We have the new column, which is all of these four columns. And then let's see what the question is asking us to do. So all copy and paste all the recoded variables along with the first 5 data values from the StatCrunch data table to your word processing file, right?
Mhm.
So all we have to do is this, and the first 5 rows, we will just copy this part
Mhm.
and we will paste on your word file problem 8b,
B. Yeah.
and that's your
Paste.
answer. Make sense?
Ah. Yeah.
Simple, right? Now this is looking really bad, so I'll just take it to Excel again. So I'll just
And
paste
look.
it here. I'll
Mhm.
do some formatting,
Mhm.
right? And then I'll just copy it and paste it as this table. Yeah.
Good. Mhm.
So that is your answer to this second
It.
problem. You can also
It.
include the other columns, the original ones, like we have done in the
Mhm.
solution, or you can
Mhm.
just keep the new columns only like we have done here, and that is your
Mm.
answer, right?
Okay. So this that you're copy and paste and make it nice. That's
Yeah.
sent to the teacher.
Yeah, you can send. So the solution that we have sent across to you, you can just use that also. That's not a problem.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect.
Okay. So I send so that's go to the teacher. So the Excel that you were playing around with that I like, um, what do you do with that? You save that and that's for your copy? Like my
Uh,
copy, I
this
should say.
Excel,
No, not that one. The long one with the rural and everybody that you compute, the one that you
this one.
compute. That
No. So the one on StatCrunch website, right? The one that I uploaded, this
yes.
one. Yeah. So
Yeah,
this
that
will just
one.
remain in your account. This does not need to be sent to your tutor at
Okay,
Athabasca.
perfect.
This just
Perfect.
remains in your StatCrunch. This is just for your calculation. Your submission
Good.
is just this Word file. That's it,
Okay.
right? Perfect. So that is about your recode and your question 8, right? Now let's
Right.
look at question 9. It says use StatCrunch to determine the modal response for each of the qualitative variables, family, discount, and promo. Copy and paste the StatCrunch summary statistics table to your word processing file. Okay. So let's look at how we calculate the mode. So that is why I told you that we will need the concepts of chapter 3 to some extent for this class, which is
Yeah.
your mean, median, and mode.
And mode. Yeah.
Right? So mode is what we
Mhm.
are talking about for
Mhm.
qualitative variables which we have in the current data set. Make
Mhm.
sense?
Yeah.
Perfect. So where do we find the mode? So you go to stat on the top, and then you go to
Yeah.
summary stats. Okay. And we want to find the mode of a column, because if you look at it, all of these are columns essentially. Home, family, discount, promo. These are your qualitative variables, right?
Yes.
We go to data, we go to stats, summary stats, and we need the stats for columns. Now let's start with one column. You will get one column at a time. Okay. So we calculate the mode for home first. So I just
Right.
click on this once and it selects this here. Okay. And what's the statistic I'm looking for?
Mode.
Mode. So in this list, it's all the way down here. So you just click on
Yeah.
mode. So it just selects mode here. Okay.
Right.
And then you say compute. That's it.
Compute. Yeah.
Okay. So what's my mode? 1.
Home is 1.
Yeah. So for home, it's 1. And 1 is the most recurring value out of 1 and 2 here. That's what it means. Okay. So you just copy this, click on the output, select it, and Control C. That's how you copy. Okay. So this is how you can copy it, and then you bring it back to your Word file, right? The one that we were creating, say problem 9A, then you paste it.
Oh, okay.
Right. So you have to just do a left click here, right? Control A to select the entire thing, Control C, and then you bring it to the Word file, you Control V, paste, so it brings the whole thing here. So if you see, that is the solution that we have here.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yes.
Right. So can we do it for the other ones as well? Right? For family, discount, and promo? Yeah?
Yes. Yes.
Perfect. So if I go to this, I want to calculate the mode for family. Just tell me step by step what to do.
Start.
Okay.
Column.
Summary stats. Summary stats.
Summary stat. Okay. Summary stat column.
Columns.
And
then
what did you say just now?
Family.
Family.
Yeah. And
then mode. Wait a
mode from the statistics list.
Yes.
And then click on compute. That's it.
Compute. Copy.
Click here. Control A, Control C.
Control. Yeah.
And then
copy. Bring it to your save file there. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So similarly, we can do it for
I do the rest.
Discount and promo as well. Make sense?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. And then 9B, it says under the subheading problem 9B, type the mode for family, discount, and promo. Interpret the results in the terms of the appropriate recoded values. Okay. So I'll just show you how you can write your response. Just give me 1 second, please. Yeah. So this is how your response should look like. So for 9B, this is what your response will look like. Yeah. So the mode for family is yes, mode for discount is yes, mode for promo is newspaper.
Right.
Right. And interpreting this result is very simple. You can just say that most people in this rodeo have their families with them. Most people in this rodeo avail discounts, and the most popular method for promotion is newspaper. You can just write it as 3 lines here if you want, or you can just leave it as is. It's up to you, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. So that is about our question 8 and question 9. 2 questions done. Any questions so far? How do you feel?
No, I feel good about understanding. My thing now is just to practice it and get a hang of it and make sure I know the concept of what I'm doing.
Absolutely. Right. Now what we have to do is use StatCrunch to create a pie chart for the variable recode home. Okay. So you remember in question 8, we recoded 4 of these variables and we created 4 new columns: recode home, recode family, recode discount, and recode promo. Right. So our requirement here is to calculate a pie chart for this recode home. Okay. Let's read the question fully. Create a pie chart for the variable recode home. Each slice of the pie should display each home variable's categories, relative frequency, percentage of total responses, Copy and paste the pie chart from StatCrunch to your word processing file assignment 1B. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's look at how we do it. So pie chart is a type of graph, as we are aware.
Yes.
Yeah. So I click on graph, I click on pie chart, and then I click on with data.
Data. Yeah.
Okay. So I click on with data. I want recode home as the column. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I click on recode home.
Right.
And then what was my other thing? The pie chart should display relative frequency percentage of total responses. So display percent of total. I'll select this.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I just say compute.
Compute.
Okay.
Okay.
Does this look beautiful?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. So this is your answer, right? And then you can just copy it.
Copy.
Right? So you can just right click and select copy image.
Yeah.
And then you go back to your Word file and you can just
10
problem
10A.
10A and then you can just paste it like this.
Oh, good.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is your response to this question. Very, very simple. Create a pie chart, as simple as that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, based on this pie chart, type the variable category that most frequently occurred. Okay. So how will we type that? Very simple.
You go.
Rural. That's it, right? Because if you see,
yes,
rural is at 60% and urban is at 40%. So most frequent category is rural. That's how we type it. Yeah.
Okay.
So in the solution sheet, we'll just say problem 10A. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we'll just type under problem 10B actually, we'll just type rural. That's it. That's your answer.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yes.
Perfect. What's next one? Use StatCrunch to create a Pareto chart summarizing the responses to the variable recode promo regarding the effectiveness of different types of media promotions. Okay.
Yeah.
So we have to create a Pareto chart, which is nothing but a bar chart summarizing the responses to the variable recode promo. So that is what we have to use. Order the variable categories by count descending. So once you start making that chart in your StatCrunch, you will automatically find this as a option there, right? That is why StatCrunch is so simple. So I'll close this. Okay. I will head over to graph. Okay. Bar plot and with data.
With data.
Okay. What was the variable that I want to summarize? Recode
promo. Yeah.
So will I select that from here? Absolutely.
Promo. Yeah.
Recode promo, right?
Yes.
And then what does the other thing say? Order by count descending.
Descending.
Yeah. So
the variable.
Yeah. So order by this option. Count descending. Is it simple?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Compute.
Looks good.
Yeah.
Perfect. So recode promo, I have that. And what is the maximum frequency? Newspaper and then radio and then TV. If you want to look at the frequency here, you can also see an option which you can say display value above bar. So you can just check this. Okay. And then it will display the exact frequency. So 17 times, so there are 25 responses. Out of that, 17 is your newspaper. So out of 25 people, 17 felt that newspaper is the most widely used method and most effective method for promoting the rodeo. 6 people felt that radio is the most effective and only 2 people felt that TV is the most effective. Right? Simple. Right click, copy image. Very, very simple. We are experts by now and we paste it. Yeah. And we'll just label this as 11A. Make sense so far?
Yeah.
Any questions?
No, pretty good.
Perfect. Perfect. Right. And can
Yeah.
you tell me the answer to this question? Just read it out loud.
What does this Pareto chart you create suggest about which type of media promotion should use in the future? The 17% was the TV.
Yeah. So what should be
Newspaper.
the type of media? Absolutely newspaper, because that is the highest
Newspaper.
category,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So the way you put that across in your answer sheet is this way.
Mm-hmm.
So you can just
Okay.
say newspaper advertisement should be used more in the future because it
Mm-hmm.
has reached a bigger audience than the other two means of advertisement. That is how you
Yeah.
can say it.
Mm-hmm.
Make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. And then what's the next one? Question 12A. Use StatCrunch to
12A.
create a contingency table that examines the relationship between the two variables, recode home and recode discount.
Discount. Yeah.
Select recode home as the row variable and recode discount as the column variable. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So let's go to our rodeo. Let's close this. And what's the kind of table that you want to create? Contingency table.
Oh, does it say that in the question? So I know. Create a contingency. Okay.
Contingency
Yeah.
table. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So table, it's a table, right? So I'll
Uh-huh.
go to these and
Stat
just search where it says table. So if you see there's a table here,
table. Yeah.
tables option, and there's a contingency option here
With
with
data.
data always, right?
Uh-huh.
What's the row variable that I need to select?
Home. Record home.
Recode home.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
what's the column variable?
Record discount.
Recode discount. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right. So I select recode discount here.
Yeah.
And then I just say
I don't know what you say.
compute. That's it. Right. And there's
Okay.
one small thing that needs to be done. Display the row percents in the table. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So display row percent. So if you see, your question
Mm-hmm.
gives you the options that you need to select on StatCrunch directly, which make life,
Mm-hmm.
it makes life simple for you, at least in this
Mm-hmm.
aspect, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So display row percent. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then you say compute.
Compute. And what
So
does that
that
give
is what
me?
you get, right? So
Okay.
we will need to copy this. Okay. So Control A and Control C. So just click here, left click, Control A, Control C, and then
Go back
you
and
paste this,
paste.
it will look something like this. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this is your table, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want to see it in a cleaner way, I can just show you on this sheet. So this is your table.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And what does this say? So the left column is your rural or urban, right? That's your home. And yes, no is the discount. So basically it means out of the 15 respondents who were living in rural areas, 14 were using a discount.
Yes.
Okay. And out of the 10 respondents who were living in urban, 9 were not using a discount. 1 was using a discount. Out of 15 rural people, 14 used discount, 1 did not. Out of 10 urban people, 9 did not use discount and 1 did. Okay. So overall, out of 25 people, 15 used discount and 10 did not use discount.
Yeah.
Right. So 12A, we just paste the answers to your solution. And 12B appears that most rural homes use discount and many urban homes do not use any discounts.
Right.
Make sense so far?
Yes.
Yeah. So that is how you essentially go about your StatCrunch.
StatCrunch. Okay. And I don't know how long will we have.
I think we are out of time, but yeah. So
can you do one?
Sorry.
Yeah, I'll try my best to do all the assignment on my own and compare it to what you give me.
Mhm.
But if you go back to that StatCrunch that we logged into,
Yeah, this is
where is that?
our account, company account. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think we logged into something.
On your PC?
Yeah,
Yeah.
where the StatCrunch came up and it has
Mhm.
data, my data, and a whole lot of different
Okay.
things.
Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah,
Okay. So you want to see where we get the my data from, right?
yes, that front very first page. Yeah.
Yeah. So your home
Oh,
page will look something like this when you log into
yes, yeah,
StatCrunch.
yeah. That's
Okay.
what I want to know.
Yeah, yeah. It will look something like this. And then you
How
click on
did?
my data.
Okay,
Okay.
yes,
And when you
yeah.
click on my data, you will have your rodeo because we just uploaded it from your
Mm-hmm,
account as well. This is our
mm-hmm,
account and we also uploaded it from our account today. Okay.
right. Mm-hmm,
And once you click this, it will open up in a way like this.
good. So
Okay.
if you back up, what I want to know, back up
Mm-hmm.
one more time, one more
Okay.
time.
Yeah.
Okay, so things like a data set, upload, interactive applet, all
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm-hmm.
cover that very first page that we have, right?
This page.
Yes,
Yeah. So here we don't need all of those options. We just need to go to my data.
data. Okay,
Need to go to rodeo and you open this Excel
yes.
file. So it will
Uh-huh.
automatically open up in this way, right? So it will
Okay,
automatically
good.
have your data. I have not
Mhm,
saved
mhm.
down this yet. So it is just showing me the initial one that I saved down.
Yes,
And
yeah.
once I save this, it will show me the final one.
Okay, so I was very confused about what I do with the rest of information that they give me.
Rest of information, which
If
is
you back up,
okay.
on that
Home.
same next one, the first page. Okay, like we use my data. Okay,
Mhm.
data set
You
and
don't need to. You don't need to use the other options here. It's
okay,
all. It's
okay.
all like just repetitions of the same thing. So you just go to my data. You
Mhm,
just
okay,
open up your Excel file like this, and you
good.
do every working here. And
Yeah,
whatever results you keep getting, you just keep pasting to your Word file for your
folder. Yeah.
submission. That's it. Okay.
Oh, okay, good. Well, I'm happy I get some information and some clarification from you.
Yeah. So
If
generally
I get
for learning StatCrunch, we
mhm,
generally like if you want to learn it very well and you want to learn it for all your assignments, it generally takes like
mhm.
2 to 3 classes total because
Yes.
there are a couple of other assignments that are slightly more complex. So you need
Yes.
some other grouping functionalities and all of that because while this website is simple to navigate, there are a lot of options here, right? And
Mm-hmm.
there are a lot of settings in each of these options. So
Mm-hmm.
like the ones that we were doing, right? So if you
Mm-hmm.
see here, this was the file that we were working on, right? So it has all of these results that we did. And for
Mm-hmm.
each result, you have multiple options when you go to this edit, right? So you
Yes.
should exactly understand as to which option to select for which result and which assignment, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
for assignment 1B, I think you should be sorted. So I'll leave you at that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I will, ask you if you can kind of try the rest of the questions from assignment B yourself. So
Yes.
that would essentially mean questions starting at question 12,
Yeah.
right? So question
Mm-hmm.
12, we've done the contingency table, question 13 onwards,
Yeah.
right? So you
Mm-hmm.
try the frequency table yourself, and then you
Mm-hmm.
try the histogram and all of these
Mm-hmm.
settings. And what you can also do is you can try to match your answer with what we have sent you. So if
Yes.
that matches, then you know for sure that you are correct, right?
Right. Right.
So try
Right.
questions 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 on your own
Mm-hmm.
for
Yeah.
assignment 1. And
Mm-hmm.
then for assignment 2, we can book another session, right?
Okay.
So I think
Mm-hmm.
we should be probably able to cover assignment 2 entirely and some part of assignment 3 as well. But generally 2
Okay.
to 3 sessions for your midterms should suffice. So you will
Yeah.
understand StatCrunch in detail, and then
Okay.
that should be helpful for your exam.
Right. Good.
Yeah,
I, I honestly I appreciate your help here today,
yeah,
and
sure. Thank you so much.
I'm glad that you're on it. I am gonna get back to you when I need more help.
Absolutely, absolutely, Donna. Thank you so much. Cheers.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.